Join me, 48 Hours correspondent Erin Moriarty, on my podcast, My Life of Crime, as I take on true crime investigations like no other. This season, I'm looking into the labyrinth of crime and secrets within families. I'm cutting straight to the evidence and talking to the people directly involved, including investigators and the families of victims. Listen to My Life of Crime with Erin Moriarty wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk on me as a significant other, somebody's date, somebody's boyfriend, somebody's husband one day, because it's getting to a point in time in my life where I'm ready to settle down, I'm ready to have a family, I'm ready to have the, family dog or cat, maybe even a hamster. I'm saying, but that's gonna be for the kids. I definitely would look at the wife and kids and be like, can we not be a normal family and get a dog? We really gotta get a hamster. I'm like, all right, I'm saying, if the kids want a hamster, all right, kids gonna have a hamster. I'm just saying, that thing get loose in the middle of the night, I'm saying I'm gonna wake up the whole family. I don't know what that was, but it ran across the floor real fast. But anyways, all right, jokes aside, I haven't crossed that bridge yet. I still gotta find somebody that wants to have that lifestyle. But yeah, I feel like that, that needs to be established, that needs to be said, because here's the thing, and there's like two motivations behind this episode. It's a comment that I got today on the TikTok that I had made a year ago, but I reposted it today because, TikTok got this feature, you can repost your old TikToks. So that, and then just overall, these past few years dealing with rejection. So yeah, that's one of the motivations. And then the TikTok, so I did a TikTok a year ago where I was making fun of my love life. And in the audio, if you're a wrestling fan, it was that segment in, I think it was Monday Night Raw or whatever. But anyways, it was a segment where Vince McMahon was standing in the middle of the ring. And I think that's when he was trying to find out who his son was. So he goes on to say, oh, if you're African-American, please go in the back or whatever. And then, so that's what he said. He said it a little bit differently, but that's overall what he was saying and stuff. So I used that as a TikTok and it was just saying my love life. And then the comment that I got on it today, the girl goes on to say oh, y'all had your chances or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself fam, I don't know what I've done to you personally. And that's one thing that people need to understand. I've done nothing to you personally. That goes out to any and everybody that wants to look at me as as somebody, a part of a group. I've done nothing to you personally. If I gotta say it again, I've done nothing to you personally. Do I need to say it one more time? I've done nothing to you personally. I feel like people ain't really hearing me when I say that. I have not done anything to you personally. I feel like I need to say it once more, but I'm not. Hopefully y'all understand the message. But no, it trips me out how when people, they look at me oh, he's and the thing is this, I'm a part of the the black community. I'm a part of the black man community. Whatever community you want to put me in and stuff, I'm yes, I'm a part of that community. But here's the thing, I am my own person. I'm not like the other, black men that you've dated, talked to, been in a relationship with, married to. That ain't me. So I'm saying if I resemble them, if I act like them, if I talk like them, fam, that I'm saying I don't know, I'm not trying to say God copy and paste me somewhere, but at the same time I'm fam, we are all human. Okay, we're all a copy and paste. So I'm saying it's the thing is this, I do feel that the times I've been rejected, especially in these past few years, but if we gonna sit down and just talk about all throughout my life, because I've been rejected quite a few times in my life. I don't know if it's because, women think I'm nerdy, or women think of this of me, or women think of that of me. I don't know what it is, but here's the thing. This is what this episode is about. It's me, kind of pleading my case, but overall telling you, because I feel like I never have the chance to really tell people who I am, especially somebody that I'm attracted to, right? So the thing is this, I'm at a point in time in my life where I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to have kids. And I think, everybody wants that. But if not, then the thing is this. I'm talking to somebody else that wants that. And if you don't, then fam, tell me that. That's the thing, though, where I always preach that communication is key. You got to talk with people. But it's like putting them in this mindset where they don't know why they're being rejected. And they are like, they didn't seriously spent, time. I'm saying like freaking like seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, building themselves up. And then they find somebody that they're attracted to. And then they literally have heart feelings for this person, okay? Feelings for this person, excuse me. But I'm saying, then to have it where you get rejected, you don't know why you're being rejected. You think it's your appearance, so you change up your appearance. You think it's because you're not muscular enough. You change up, you start working out crazy and things. You think it's because of the way that you talk, so you're changing all these things that don't even need to be changed about you and stuff. And then it's like when people see this different side of you, it's like it feels like as if they almost don't even recognize you. Like, fam, I remember when I went through like my first like tough rejection back when I was in high school, and that's one thing that I'll never forget was like that dramatic change. I was in this mindset where I really didn't want to talk with nobody, associate with nobody. I just wanted to be, by myself. And then, yeah, during that time, I became a content creator. Like, I did work on myself, but at the same time, it was that change where it's like, fam, that change shouldn't have to happen because I had some depressing moment in my life. That change to happen because you found somebody and you want to work towards something, And that's like something that I've always have thought of, like when I'm attracted to somebody. It's like, so let's say because there's been times where I've been attracted to women in different states, and I've told them that. And if it went down in a way where it's like she got the same feelings for me, we like overall, we are overall saying, we're in a relationship, we putting each other in our bios, talking about each other all the time, all this other stuff. My thing is this: I'm not working towards whatever somebody want to think that I'm working towards. And I don't know what people overall think that I'm working towards, but that day, when that day does come, whether it is she's in this state or whether she's in a different state or whether she's in a different country across the world, I don't know. But whatever the situation is, bruh, y'all gonna see a side of me that should have been here a long time ago, okay? Because the thing is this, like, when a person has love for somebody, they're gonna go through dramatic, and I mean dramatic, like, changes, but more so like changes to where it's like they want to change for the better. They don't want to like change for the worse. And I'm not overall saying like when you get rejected, you change for the worse and things, but I feel like that you kind of have like this barrier around you. And then that's something that I thought of where it's like, when it's something that I truly do believe, like when the time does come and a woman's like, oh yeah, I got feelings for you, I feel like I'm not gonna believe her. I feel like that's something where it's all like, nah, it's too good to be true. Like, this seems like it's a prank. Like, you trying to do one of those, like, oh, telling my best friend that I have a crush on him or something, or that I like him or want to be in a relationship. And it's something where I'm like, I'm gonna question it. I'm like, nope, this don't seem, this might be, is this like some new scam going on the internet? Now they don't, it's like at some point in time, she gonna ask for my social security number. Like, I'm saying, but it's like, that's what I feel like, where you head in a direction where you do work on yourself, but at the same time, it's like you have like this vest around you where it's, you don't want to like let nothing like come through and stuff. And so, yeah, I feel like that, like, and the thing is this, regardless of whether or not, you have feelings for that person, I feel like that just simply giving them that chance, giving them that, like, that time to just really plead their case, tell you that, like, because the thing is this, I feel like that people do think along those lines where they're thinking of like past previous relationships when the person tells them that, oh, I got feelings for you and stuff. And it's like, you gotta understand, it's like, you gotta take chances. Yeah, them chances are gonna suck, but you gotta take chances. That's how I look at it, where it's all like, when I have feelings for somebody, I'm gonna take that chance and seeing how they feel. If they don't feel that same way about me, then it's like, okay, I gotta move on. Because I've said it before. where I'm at a point in time in my life where I just want to settle down. I just want to find somebody, you know? And it sucks, man. It sucks. You see everybody around you, like, getting into relationships, whether it's, like, you know, somebody that they are, like, you know, in the same state with, long distance. Like I'm saying, I see it so much. And then I look at myself and I'm like, fam, you know, it's like, it gets emotional at times because I be sitting down looking at myself like, fam, what's wrong with me? You know, like, what have I done to this world to where I get looked at differently than somebody else? Because, you know, that's something where it's like people don't really be thinking about that. Maybe it's just, you know, too hard to think about. But when you reject somebody, and I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad, so, like, in case anybody is hearing this, like, if you reject me and you have your reasons, you have your reasons. Don't, you know, have it where whatever I get ready to say, it's like, you know, like, you feel like, oh, now I got, like, no, if you rejected me, then it's like, fam, like, you shouldn't have to, like, because I did this episode, like, oh, you feel like now you gotta give me a chance. It's like, if you don't want to give me no chance, fine. I'm not, it's something I'm not tripping over. I'm not losing no sleep at night. So, but anyways, what was I getting ready to say? I swear, man, I just need to stop doing that. I need to stop doing it where I talk on something and I get caught up talking on something else, and I hadn't talked on that for so long and I forgot what I was going to say. I'm 10 minutes in, I got 5 minutes left. I'm not starting all over in this podcast episode, so I guess I'm just going to have to improvise. Maybe I should do that, have it where it's like I kind of just write down notes and things, but anyways, it was like, man, my watch had rubbed up against my microphone stand. It scared me a little bit, but anyway, if you heard that noise, but anyways, yeah, you know, now getting into the improvising because I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, I just think that, you know, people deserve chances. It's like when people don't get those chances, then it's like, you know, yeah, it's like they working towards something that they like. They're like, they develop this mindset where it's just, you know, it ain't really good for them because they just, yeah, they overthink too much. And it's like you overthinking and then you depressed on top of that. Yeah, that ain't cool, bro. But like I said, you know, like if any woman that, you know, has rejected me hears this podcast episode, I'm like, hey, fam, you know, you have your reasons. I'm not gonna sweat it. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, we gotta go our separate ways, and that's how I look at it. But it's like the thing is this though, you know, the times where like, and especially in the like past few years and stuff, the times where I've been rejected, I have noticed that where it's like I don't really want to talk with those individuals no more. You know, because the thing is this, because it's like I feel like if there ain't no communication there, if we ain't talking, like even if it's on some, because like, so there have been times where I have not even so much as like, because no, there's the one time where it wasn't even rejection. It was like just more so the girl, she just told me straight from jump, like she ain't looking for no relationship. And that was the thing. I took so much respect out of that where it was like, fam, there ain't no overthinking, none of that. And me and her actually ended up becoming good friends. I should check up on her and see how she's doing and stuff. But yeah, it's like me and her, we ended up becoming good friends and things. And I was like, it was like bro, I'm telling you, like we sit up middle of the night, be playing video games and things. I'm like, it's like when it's stuff like that, when it's stuff where, you know, you can just, you have that, like that bond that like, and I'm saying it's like, okay, if like of a relate, because the thing is this, like, and I guess, you know, speaking for myself in the one time where I rejected somebody and it was, the thing was this, I felt bad, you know, and then the thing is, another thing is that it was no different than like, you know, the one rejection that really had an effect on me in these past few years, the one that I've always have talked on and stuff. But yeah, you know, back in 2020 I got rejected, and I took it hard because it was like a friend that I had been friends with for a while, and I had feelings for them for a while, and it's like, you know, to just have it where those feelings abruptly stop and you gotta lose those feelings and stuff. Yeah, it's like it put me in a mindset where it's like, now that I think about it, it's like she could want to talk to me or try to, you know, like, and that's something where I'm like, just where I'm at mentally right now, it's like I just don't really want to talk to her, you know. And it sucks to say that because I'm like, fam, like I try my hardest to be a nice and forgiving person, you know, and that's, I guess, like a part of me, you know, partially forgives her and stuff. But it's like, it's, you know, it's on something where it's like, look, I might forgive you and all that, but like, you know, don't try to like push it and things on, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that, because yeah, I'm like, I'm not with that anymore. So yeah, maybe at one point in time, but right now I'm like, no, I'm good, I'm chilling and stuff. So yeah, it's something, and it sucks. It really sucks to like be in a mindset like that. But no, so the thing is this. There was a friend of mine where now I've known her for some time, and we're not recently, but we had came in contact maybe back in 2021, I believe. I think, yeah, it was 2021. So anyways, yeah, she was freaking dope. Like, she would, like, yeah, show up to my streams, be all cool and chill with me and things. And yeah, it was like, watch my videos. Like, she was showing mad support. And then at one point in time, like, she did tell me that she had feelings for me. And I didn't really, because it was, this was like kind of at the like time where it's like, okay, bad rejection. Maybe if this would have been before, then most likely I would have had like a different outlook on it and stuff. But yeah, I was I was still kind of taking it hard from the other rejection, so I wasn't really thinking along the lines like, okay, yeah, I got a good woman in front of me, like, this is a sign, you got to move on, you have somebody good that wants to be with you. It's like, fam, take this opportunity. And I didn't, and so yeah, I ended up rejecting her. And then at some point in time, like, she never really told me how it made her feel. Like, she was still cool with me afterwards, and then just at one point, like, she kind of had disappeared from the internet, and I was worried because I was scared. I was like, no, I was reaching out trying to see if everything was okay. And then eventually, like, I did get a hold of her, and yeah, everything was chilling and cool. And then I remember there was one night where she had she randomly had texted me, and she said that she didn't want to be friends no more. And so it was something that I had to accept and understand. I don't even want to, like, because I feel like that'd be, because I don't want to read like the exact message and stuff. I think I still got that, because no, sorry, I'll get to the future and after that. But at that current time when she had told me that, no, I had took that hard too. I was pretty sad about it, and I was sitting down thinking to myself, like, fam, like, how could I regain that trust back? How can I, regain that friendship back? Because I was like, besides the relationship stuff, like, the friendship was good in my opinion. I had somebody, and so, but the thing is this, I do feel like that did take advantage of the friendship. I was like, and it was something where I was like, I sat down, I thought of like that first half of us being friends. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not good. So anyways, at some point we did, well, I had reached out to her, and yeah, it was just overall seeing like how everything was going and stuff. And then yeah, she responded, everything was going good. And no, like, we got back talking. I feel like that the friendship is better now, because yeah, not too long ago we actually had hung out. It was like our first time hanging out. I've known her since middle school, and this was our first time actually hanging out, bruh. And I'm like, yeah, that was something I was like, nah, I can't. They, like, a friend like that, you just can't let go of and stuff. So, and I just, the thing is this, I wish, like, people would realize that, like, you got good people in your life. It's like, fam, don't take advantage of that. Like, hold on to that stuff, because it's like, there's gonna be days where you need that friend, and if that friend ain't there, like, yeah, there are some days where I was like, bro, I was really just kind of going through it mentally, and just, having it where there's that friend there, it's like, yeah, it's, it sucks when you don't have them and stuff. So anyways, but yeah, I just felt like I need to talk. I felt like I kind of got like a little distracted. I felt like it wasn't even really more so talking on like me as a significant other and things, but I feel like I need to get some things off my chest. Maybe I need to, redo this episode and stuff, and kind of just talk on, kind of put out my boyfriend application and stuff. Significant other, husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to refer to me as. I'm like, bruh, I'm available. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not whatever you thinking and stuff. Like, if y'all just sit down, take the time to talk with me, trust me. I'm like, even if it ain't even like, you don't even want to have like no relationship, you'll understand, like, oh, he's different from what I imagined. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.